Hello anime lovers, welcome to my channel. And today we will watch By the Grace of the God Season 1. So let's know the further story without any delay. Then Ryoma learned that there are other gods. Additionally, he learned that the white space is connected to his world. Because of the connection, Ryoma can always visit the gods. Then Ryoma found out about the god of magic and learning. He was a god who rarely shows himself. But Felnovelia is very smart and knows almost everything about the world. After that, Ryoma was sent back to his world. After that, Ryoma met his friend Asahi. He was happy to see Ryoma. Then Ryoma noticed the Sage Eye's katana sword. Ryoma wanted to know more about his sword. Asahi then said that he can get the katana swords from the capital, but they are very expensive. Followed, Asahi said he gets his sword for free from his family. Then Asahi asked if Ryoma can handle katana swords. However, Ryoma replied that his grandpa had taught him swordsmanship. In the afternoon, Ryoma decided to make his own katana sword. Ryoma then attempted to cast iron, sand, and charcoal into a sword blade, but he was unfamiliar with the manufacturing process. Suddenly, he remembered that he had a spear, so he pulled the weapon out of his item box. Ryoma knew some technique to swing a spear, but he wanted katana as his weapon. This is how he remembered his childhood, when Ryoma made weapons with his father. Also, he learned how to use many weapons. Ryoma then discovered a secret function of his spear, but he preferred a normal sword. The next day, Ryoma learned that his laundry's problems were caused by a faction war against the merchant's guildmaster. Taylor wanted humans to coexist with Monster, but evil organizations wanted to prevent it. Ryoma wanted to help Taylor solve the problems. In the evening, Ryoma checked on his new employees who came from the Takers Guild. They were slime researchers and were happy to work for Ryoma and research his veils. Then, Ryoma found out that their previous company treated them badly, and the working conditions were unbearable. Ryoma was surprised that slime research wasn't really funded. Afterwards, Ryoma also learned that the slime researchers couldn't develop new types of slimes. Ryoma was a slime expert, and he told them about the evolution of slimes. However, the slime researchers were surprised that the slimes developed into different types of slime from different foods. They then wanted to learn more about slimes from Ryoma, and they talked about slimes together. In the evening, Ryoma was on his way home, but he was being followed by several men. Ryoma immediately ran away, and he was attacked by someone. Following this, Ryoma teleports to a rooftop, and he summons his Limo birds from his home dimension spell. Then the criminals were attacked by Ryoma, and he defeated them instantly. Following, Ryoma wanted to know the motives of their actions, and a criminal tried to sneak attack Ryoma with a monster. Ryoma's Lyria were able to protect him in time. Guildmaster Warman then appeared and rushed to Ryoma's aid. As a result, the criminals were arrested by a group of knights. 1.6s. In the days that followed, Ryoma practiced self-defense against criminals with the girls again. Also, Ryoma had a new security guard for his laundry Dolce, was recommended by Jeff, who is working now as the new bodyguard. 1.1s. After that, there was lunch, and Ryoma was amazed about the delicious bread. The girls were also happy about the delicious lunch, and they all enjoyed the time together. Ryoma laughed with his friends, and he was happy to have a good time with everyone. The next day, Carla showed him the profits of his laundry. The sales have doubled again, and Carla also said that the three slime researchers do a great job in his business. Afterwards, Ryoma visited Gillis again, and she showed him potential real estate for his second laundry. Following this, Ryoma received a letter from Illyria. She told him that she is diligently preparing for her school and that she is making progress in using magic. She also thanked him again for teaching her the bubbly water spell. After that, we see Ryoma. He was ready to open his second laundry, and he went on a journey to another town. In the days that followed, Ryoma wrote a letter to his crush Illyria. Illyria learned that Ryoma will open a second laundry. She was impressed by Ryoma. Meanwhile, Ryoma arrived in a new town. Ryoma was amazed by the beautiful town Lenny. Ryoma had a letter from Gillis. She sent him to see a person named Pura Seoni. Then Ryoma discovered the merchant company Seoni. Ryoma was impressed with Piora's business. Suddenly, Miyagi spoke to him and asked if she could help him. Afterwards, Ryoma said that he is looking for Pura and Roma learned that Pura is her father. Later, Pura also appeared. He was teasing his daughter. He asked if Roma had seduced her. Roma then introduced himself and showed Pura his letter. So Pura said he will help him to open his second laundry in their town. Miami was shocked and couldn't believe that a little boy wanted to open her own business. Then Miyagi found out that Roma is a year younger than her. She was amazed but apologized for her. Rude reaction followed. Roma was looking forward to their time together, and Peoria teased his daughter a bit again. After that, Roma learned that Pura is a great businessman who has a great sense of humor. Later, he led Roma to the guild. He said on the way to the guild that he already took care of most of the paperwork for him. Roma was very grateful that all he had to do was sign and read the contracts. Then Roma was amazed that the merchant guild is very magnificent. Following, Pura told that the traders guild is a fortress. In addition, Pura told that all the guilds of the city are gathered in this fortress. Following this, Roma found out about a dragon guild, and Pura told him to look out the window. Roma was able to see many dragons and learned that the dragons can transport goods and people. Also, Pura told him that all the guilds work together and they make the whole city shine. Pura said that one of his ancestors came up with the whole system, and his ancestor appointed the airport system. Roma was surprised that Peora's ancestor is also a reincarnated human from Earth. After the merchant guild registration in the city of Lana, Peoria showed him his future property. Roma then thanked him for his big help, and Pura immediately wanted to show him the rooms of his new laundry. Then the two looked at the rooms, and Roma wanted to send a message to his managers followed. Then Roma summoned his lemur bird, and he flew to Gimel with a letter. After that, Pura offered Roma to sleep at his house. He said that he can prepare himself for a delicious dinner. Later they returned to guild with a defeated Smash. Bo Miyagi was angry at Roma. The reason is she told him to avoid dangerous monsters who can hurt him badly. Then a worker from the Adventurers Guild showed up. He wanted to ask Roma about the monster accident. However, Roma was not punished for fighting a smash boar in self-defense. After that, Roma allowed Pura to buy all the meat from him. Suddenly, a worker noticed that the meat was blood dread. 1.0s. Roma explained to them that his bloody slime is good at sucking blood. So Pura was impressed by his slime followed. He begged Ryoma to give him his slime. Roma replied that he can't grant his wish because he only has one bloody slime. 1.1s. In the days that followed, Roma reported that he had received all of the quest rewards. Then Pia showed up and asked if Roma had any ideas for new dishes. Miyagi was ashamed of her father, who only ever thought about making money. Then Roma said that he had some ideas. So Roma started to be the next Jamie Oliver. First, he cut the meat into small pieces, and he peeled the vegetables. Then he roasted the meat with vegetables. As a result, he cooked pork with ginger that he knew from his old life. Miami thought his dish was delicious. Pura then also tried his dish and experienced his new dishes. Miyagi praised Roma, and she said that he is a master chef. In the days that followed, Roma saw a large crowd. All people wanted to buy Ryoma's new dish. After that, we see Roma in his laundry. Then Carla showed up bringing some of the workers from Gimel. After that, Roma also met his new employees, and he introduced himself to them. Roma said that they can always ask him or Carla if they have questions. The new employees replied that they had already spent a trial day at his Gimel laundry. Roma was happy that Carla had found great employees. Next, Roma and his employees advertised his laundry, so Roma showed everyone the bamboo power of his slimes. A few days later, Pura and Miyagi admired that Roma is so diligent. Pura said that Roma is a true top G and he will definitely get rich. Then Roma looked at his new laundry and he recalled the memories of his old life. He was happy that he had met so many new and nice people in his new life. He then opened his bamboo forest laundry and wrote a letter to the Jamil family. He said his second laundry is now open too, and he's glad his laundry is a huge success. In the evening, he thanked his employees and wished everyone a nice evening. The next morning, all employees were called to him. Roma wanted to say goodbye. All his employees said they will work hard and he should take care of himself. Then Miyagi also said goodbye to Roma. She wished him good luck. to become more successful. Suddenly, Roma asked her for a favor. He wanted Miyagi to befriend Illyria at school, so Roma said goodbye to his friends, and he made his way back to the town of Gimel. Then Roma received a letter from Illyria. She told him that she has to go to school soon, and she is currently practicing controlling many monsters like him. She learned to control Limo's birds better. She also wished him continued success. Roma was happy about Illyria's letter, and he remembered Carla's words. So Roma thought about what he could send to Illyria. He thought of giving flowers, vouchers, or perfume. Suddenly, he had a great idea for Illyria. He then decided to give her something self-righteous, and began using his alchemy skills to make soap for his crush. Roma finished to create the soap in a short time, but he wanted to give her something special. So he produced some soap that looked like they're monsters that they already obtained together. Afterwards, Roma asked the security guard Dalka about the festival. He told Roma that soon there will be culture festival in the town of Gimel. Roma was surprised and grateful for the information from Dolce. Roma said that the other employees all moved to Gimel from other cities to work. Suddenly, Callum appeared. He had received a message from his sister Carla. Roma learned that his cleaner slimes were multiplying in the town of Lena. So Roma made his way to his second laundry, and he used a teleportation spell. Suddenly Roma had an idea, and he took B and the other adventurers to his laundry. Roma offered them a job to help him out. At the festival followed, Callum looked at the children, so Callum accepted the children as part-time workers, and they thanked manager Callum and Roma. After their talk, Roma wanted to invite them to a celebration at the laundry, and they were happy to work for Roma. Then Roma gave a speech, and he wished all guests a lot of fun at his celebration. After that, all the cooked dishes were brought by the employees. Then Plain said that his party is great, and Sue apologized for his niece Maya's bad manners. Roma learned that the two are performing a show with swords. Then Maya showed up, and she said that she loves Ryoma's food. Roma was happy, and he told that they still have many delicious desserts. Meanwhile, Beck tasted delicious cookies, and the children from the slums loved the cookies too. They ate the cookies and praised their great taste. After that, Beck and the others thanked Roma again. They admired him, but Wish was sad. He asked Roma for advice, and Roma realized that Wish was still afraid to fight against monsters. So Roma cheered Weiss up and said that he has great friends who can always support him. He said that he just needs to gain more combat experience, and one day he will not be afraid. His friends also cheered Weiss up, and he was instantly happy. The next morning, they started their quest, and they went into the forest. Later, Lipin spotted a truant, and he ordered to start attacking. Roma also senses the magic, and the adventurers attacked the monster. They immediately defeated the tree, and Roma collected materials with his slimes. Following this, Lipin opened his dimension home, and they immediately wanted to hunt more trance. After that, Lipin discovered 3 more monsters, and the adventurers ran to the monsters. All adventurers attacked the trance, and Roma supported them with wind magic. Following, Roma was allowed to fight against the trance too, and he bravely dodged the attacks of the monster. Then, Roma defeated them with a clean cut. Suddenly, Lipin realized that something is weird, but first they wanted to take a break, and Roma sensed something suspicious in the forest too. In the afternoon, they had lunch, and Asahi praised Roma for his good work. Then Cilia asked Roma about his weapon, and he replied that he transformed his slime into a katana sword. The others were amazed by Ryoma's skills as a slime-tamer. Suddenly, Mazelia discovered a new type of slime. Roma learned that the slime called a fluff slime, and he has the ability to fly. Then Lipin used his new space spell, which teleported the slime to him. He wanted to help Roma tame the slime. As a result, Roma tamed a fluff slime, and he checked out his new slime's abilities. Roma learned that he has a multiplication level of 8. Lipin explained more about his new fluff slime. Meanwhile, Mia said that she likes to see Ryoma playing with the slimes, so Roma brushed at his friend's words. After that, they went to the forest, and they sensed a dangerous aura that was very strong. Lipin noticed that the trees have disappeared from their location. He suspected that a high-level monster had appeared. Then their adventurous party began hunting the trance. They fought many monsters and supported each other. Suddenly, one was injured, Roma protected the two in time. After that, Roma attacked all the trees, and together they managed to defeat the trees. Then they went deeper into the forest, and they hunted down many monsters. Suddenly, Roma stuck his sword into the ground, and he summoned all of his metal slimes. Roma turned his slimes into axes, and he threw the axe at the trance, so all adventurers and Roma managed to defeat the monsters quickly. Suddenly, a strong tyrant appeared who was stronger than any other. Lippin said it's an elder trend, so they started to fight the elder trend together. But his slimes were frightened by the elder trend's magic. Roma sent his slimes back to his dimension home. After that, the trance protected their boss, and they attacked the adventurers. Following this, Roma created a concrete floor, and they got ready to attack the monsters. However, all adventurers fought the trance, and the axes were rusted by the elder trance attack. Lapin and Asahi couldn't believe their weapons were useless. Suddenly, Roma had a plan, and he transformed one of his slimes into an axe. Roma then attacked with his high-quality metal slimes, and he managed to hurt the monster. So he gave his friends a new weapon to fight against the Elder Tyrant. Roma transformed his slimes into a powerful Mornington Star weapon. He then attacked the Elder Truant, and the boss monster was weakened. Then he throws his weapon at the boss monster again. Also, a treasure chest appeared. Then, Roma was praised by Asahi, and he said that Ryoma is a great person. Later, Roma wanted to create an ice sculpture for Pronounce. Suddenly, Surge appeared. He wanted to show Roma the finished music boxes. Then we see Mia watching Roma, and she was inexplicably hiding from him. Meanwhile, Roma listened to the new song on his music box. Later, they all cleaned together and practiced performance for the festival. Several days passed, and the preparations were completed. Brennan says was excited to perform a great show for the citizens of Gimel. Then, Surge also said that he was looking forward to the festival. Suddenly, Roma got tired and Callum appeared. He said that Roma should rest and he shouldn't work so much. As a result, Callum immediately sent Roma home because he was worried about his health. The next morning, Roma was playing with his fluff slime, and he got the idea to create a fluff coin. He knew that fluff coin is going to the moon. Suddenly, he saw a dragon on the sky, and he knew they were from the city of Lana. In addition, he saw Pura riding on the dragon, and he immediately ran to the center of town. Arrived in the center of Gimel, he saw his friend Pura. He was surprised to meet Roma and greeted him immediately. Roma then learned that he had an urgent order to deliver. Suddenly, Asahi appeared. He was the orderer of the delivery. Roma told Pura that they are friends. Then Roma found out that Asahi bought miso, and he wanted to use them for the festival. After that, Asahi invited the two to Mia's house. Next, Mia was happy to see Roma, and she hugged him. Suddenly, she noticed Peoria, and she asked why he came to visit them. Suddenly, Roma saw the two set up a booth for the festival. So they learned that a few days earlier, Mia wanted to eat delicious dishes from their Tranquest journey. She wanted to ask Roma to cook her the dishes, but Roma was busy. The reason was she didn't want to give Roma more work. As a result, Asahi cooked Ryoma's delicious dishes for her. Mia loved Asahi's food, and she raved about his delicious dishes. Mia convinced Asahi to present his dishes on the Foundation Festival Day. The next day, we see the Foundation Festival of Gimel, and all booths had been set up. Roma looked at the city, and he was amazed. First, Roma visited his friends Mia and Asahi, who were selling Japanese dishes. They then wished Roma a lot of fun with his booth. Later, Roma saw his friend Prenances, who showed everyone the music boxes that Roma has prevented. Surge said they made enough music boxes for everyone. He was confident that many of the town's residents would treasure his music box. Then Roma looked at his own booth, and his shop attracted a lot of customers. Everyone loved the dishes from the employees' various hometowns. After that, Roma asked Dolce to help her there, and he was amazed that his booth could make so many people happy. After that, Jane asked Roma to order more stir-fry and lift an iced tea in the kitchen. Meanwhile, the slimes cleaned the dishes, and Roma immediately ordered more supplies for the customers. Then, more food were cooked, and Roma wanted to feed the waste to his scavenger slimes, who were very happy about the leftovers. After that, Morgan stopped by Ryoma's booth, and Beck said that Roma is now Gimel's top G. Suddenly, he realized that the kids didn't have a break. As a result, he asked Warman to show them around the town. Beck declined the break, but Carla and other employees showed up to support Roma. Roma then learned that the new employees were taking care of the laundry and Lenif. Also, Carla was able to relieve Roma of the burden followed. Carla told Roma to have fun at the festival because he always works a lot. Before Roma went to see the festival, he wanted to finish the ice sculpture for Pranab. At night, Roma gave a speech and said everyone should have fun. Then everyone celebrated the party for the successful festival day. Beck appeared and he thanked Roma. The reason was all the children from the slums had received a lot of money from Roma and they could buy many delicious dishes. Afterwards, Roma thanked Carla for always supporting him. Suddenly, Maya appeared and she wanted to perform with Roma at the last performance. As a result, Roma performed a sword dance show with Sold and Maya. Everyone was excited and applauded for Ryoma's performance. Roma was very happy to have experienced such a beautiful day. The next morning, Roma visited Serge and he asked Serge for a favor. He then wrote Illyria about the good memories at the festival. He also sent Illyria a special music box just for Illyria, so she could hear a personal song by Roma. Then we see Roma starting his day again as Top G and Gimel. If you liked the video, then like and share it. And if you're new to our channel, then subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. I will meet you very soon with the next video. Thank you.